So, let's talk about turning Payday 2 into other games. This was a trilogy of videos I did in which I recreated the themes and gestalts of classic FPSs in Payday 2 to the best of my ability, and it's clear there's a demand for these sorts of videos. Making Borderlands and Killing Floor builds scored 17,000 views at the time of recording this, GoldenEye and Counter-Strike ended up being watched to the tune of 40,000 times, and TF2 in New Vegas' episode was the first anything I made to hit 100,000 views. Thank you sincerely for watching those videos. As I wind down my coverage of Payday 2, I felt that it was only fair to come back for one last hurrah, and talk about the two games most requested and talked about. That aren't Rainbow Six Siege, but you already saw the thumbnail, so you're not surprised. Doom! I love me a good Doom. I've talked the series in tons of different videos, and I do honestly think the Ultimate Doom is the best first-person shooter ever made. The Doom games are fast and furious and really make do with a small loadout of weapons. One gripe I do have with the original Doom is that there is no super shotgun. Now Doom 2 is a super shotgun that's a functionally identical game to the first Doom, so whatever. I opted to bring the clear 12 gauge, a secondary shotgun loaded with triple-aught buckshot and modified to the sawn-off barrel and deadman stock to be my super shotgun. Not only does this make the clear super inaccurate, which is a good thing, but, let me just, yeah. I think you might know where this is going already, and if you don't, let's walk through it together. Pick up inner pockets aced, equip the fists at 32 concealment, equip the light ballistic vest at 31 concealment, and yeah, there we go. Perfect. So our primary is the Vulcan minigun. Sure, we're having to saw down a whole lot with the stump barrel and the I'll take half that kit, along with a compact laser module, but it does let us keep this build moving. The minigun used to actually give you a 20% movement speed boost when cut down like this during update 100. That was a bug, but it was the best glitch Payday 2 ever had. I still miss it. And now it kind of looks like the sprite from the Doom games proper. Look at that. A minigun dodge build lets us keep moving at top speed while dishing out a ludicrous amount of damage. I was stumped for a throwable, so I took the Doom 2016 option and went with a frag grenade. It's a frag grenade. You ever threw the frag grenade in Doom 2016? You didn't. I'm finding nobody ever did. Our perk deck is Crook. I wanted to emulate the high speed you'd expect from Doom in a manner that still felt playable. Crook gives the light ballistic vest a boost greater than what you get from armor and gives you a hardy amount of dodge to boot, which we'll supplement with our core skills. We're starting with Shotgun CQB, Impact, and Overkill Ace to make the Claire truly terrifying and give the minigun a boost through it. We're beefing up our armor with Die Hard and Shotgun Awe Aced along with Iron Man Basic. Steady Grip Aced and Lock and Load Basic will make the minigun more accurate while also letting us run and shoot. The accuracy boost this gives the Claire is circumvented by the losses it takes from getting sawn down, so don't worry about it too much. We're not damaging this gun too terribly much this way. Duck and cover, parkour, inner pockets, and sneaky bastard ace to improve our mobility. We can do anything from a sprint, and that gets our 10% dodge chance, 20% when sprinting. Low blow aced because I can't turn on the opportunity for a dodge minigun overkill crit build. And then 9 lives, up you go, and bloodthirst ace to round out our skills with some not dying powers and the ability to pick up the pace on minigun reloads. This classic Doom build works, as well as a dodge overkill minigun crit build does, honestly. It's fantastic. It shreds enemies of all kinds with ease, and you kind of just blitz around the map at a breakneck pace. Hold down left or right along with forward and cock your mouse the other way to truly emulate that Doom experience. Oh, what was that? No. You're saying this is just a dodge version of the TF2 build we did a couple episodes back? I guess it is, but it's also different enough, right? To hell with it. This is the final one of these. Let's throw an extra build in here. The heavy assault rifle in Doom 2016 is vaguely based on the M249, which is in Payday 2 as the KSP. Let's give this bad boy a long barrel, tactical compensator, a bipod, cause why not, a laser of choice, and the 2-piece stock. We got a pretty reliable take on the KSP. I was originally going to run a stakeout load with HE rounds to mimic the heavy rifle's micro missiles, but that just seemed gimmicky. I think we can do better. Light machine gun, that's doing better. I was also going to bring a rocket launcher for my secondary, but a chainsaw and a rocket launcher is just that close. It's giving me Scarface vibes. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to go back to Scarface. So let's opt to instead mimic the rocket launcher's spammability and accurate projectiles with the Arbiter. They're weaker rounds, but they're fast, they have little to no drop-off, and can be rattled off much faster and more reliably than rockets. These really do stir up chaos, and chaos is kind of the word of the day for Doom. Do whatever you want to this bad boy. As long as we're slinging explosive rounds, not incendiary rounds, it's gonna work fine. Chainsaw. Ever wonder what some core skills would look like when I have no idea what to spend my points on? It looks an awful lot like I started getting Inspire aced, but didn't really care enough to make an integral part of the build. yada yada Doom RPG probably had some sort of healing boost or something, whatever. Yeah, there was a Doom RPG, as in role-playing game. It was for Java-enabled mobile phones. That's also where they decided Doom Guy and the kid from Commander Keen are the same. Or, like, related. It's somewhere in there. Underdog Aced, as Doom Guy would probably want to be surrounded by bad guys too. Our same armor get-up, steady grip and lock and load aced with basic surefire, parkour aced, and basic shockproof. And now we've got our usual Revenant Trinity plus saving throw, feign death. Yeah, I actually based that on a rune, and then aced Pumping Iron and Berserker on top of aced Bloodthirst. I picked up Berserker because I kinda could have swore there was a rune in Doom 2016 that improved your damage or something the lower your health got, but I actually had it backwards. There's a rune that gives you infinite ammo for having a lot of health, so just let me, okay, so the Doom Guy, he'd want to be covered in blood. You know, his own blood, demon blood, it's canon now. It's canon. Don't look it up. Be quiet, that's rude. Okay? It's canon. I had considered going full Doom 2016 and switching out Crook for Sociopath, but if we're running the Chainsaw, we're never going to get any momentum going. Dan might run Infiltrator to beef up the Chainsaw and get some health back, but I'm not Dan. 1962 was not that long ago. Crook, it's Crook. We're using Crook. And surprise, surprise, an LMG with the Arbiter is fine and fun. Again, you're flying around at top speed and sprinting can't stop you from firing or reloading. And now you have the added bonus of being able to fully charge the Chainsaw and one-shot dozers, provided you have Bloodthirst stacks. These are both great builds that really feel like Doom. I really can't pick a oh, could you imagine? Of course I pick a crit dodge minigun. Have you seen that shit? It's crazy. That's Payday. That's Doom. That's both. Let's leave both 1994 and 2016 behind for a second and jump kind of between the two. It's 2004 and you've just played Half-Life 20 times over the last 6 years. And after a few delays and an entire beta build just vanishing to the ether, Half-Life 2 is finally out. You explore Russia, Ukraine, somewhere Eastern European, and then you meet some familiar faces, you get your crowbar, and before you know it, you got that iconic Half-Life Glock, and yo, that's not a Glock. That's a USP match. I mean, I guess the Glock wasn't an iconic part of Half-Life. I mean, the HD model pack kind of replaces it with a Beretta, but whatever. My favorite thing to do in Payday 2 is you buy a stock Interceptor, you throw the match slide on that bad boy, and tip it around a little bit, and you go, hey, that's the pistol from Half-Life 2. And that's really it. I've played 1,200 hours just to twirl one gun around and go, hey, that's the gun from Half-Life 2. I mean, not the worst use of my time, I guess. Unfortunately, to improve usability, I have modified it with more. The IPSC compensator, a micro laser, and the I Want More magazine. Sure, I mean, the expert slide does give us 2 steps of accuracy and trade of 2 steps of stability, but come on, this is the Half-Life pistol. Show some respect. So now to get to the thing that held this build back for months, the melee. There is no crowbar in Payday 2. One of the Half-Life expansions had a wrench, and there is a wrench in Payday 2. Of course, you need a really specific, stupid achievement to get that wrench. And just looking at that achievement gives me a ruptured liver. And the last time I thought about the act of completing it, 7 people died, so I'm not going to touch it. So I did what any sensible person would do. I looked up the Half-Life 2003 beta. Apparently Half-Life 2 is going to feature a bunch of stuff in Antarctica, and you would have had the ice axe instead of the crowbar. That's good enough for me. Ice picks are melee. It was only at this point as I was writing the script that I remembered opposing force had the combat knife that's in-game as the Ursa knife, but the damage is done. I want an ice pick and nobody can stop me. But what about our primary? I did some digging, and out of all of Half-Life's weapons, I had a couple choices. The Spas 12 was my first choice, which that would have been the Predator 12 gauge in Payday 2, but I feel like that's not terribly interesting. There is the M40A1 sniper rifle from opposing force, but that's also the sniper rifle the HECU snipers use in the base game, and I don't want to touch it because that's been a huge part of surface tension at low health with no grenades, so I just had to dodge their shots. Also, that's Half-Life 1, not 2. And I at one point considered the M249. Again. Because I'm one smart boy. But then for some reason, I remembered Annabelle, Father Gregory's shotgun exists. I thought it was a double barrel, and I haven't had a good look at it in a long time. And the Half-Life wiki showed me that it was a lever action. Okay, so I went for the breaker. Oh, but it fires specifically 2 rounds before a reload? Okay, so I guess I'll take the Jocelyn. It is the classier of the 2 primary double barrels, and it is a shotgun like Annabelle. Oh, but Father Gregory sometimes shoots it like a shotgun, and sometimes shoots it like a long-range rifle. And if you get it in the game, first off, it doesn't have a proper view model, so it uses the SPAS 12, a shotgun, but it also fires your 357 Magnum rounds. So what the heck sort of ultimatum do you come to with this gun? It's so pointless and so dumb. This is a silly weapon. So I did something dumb. I did something silly. I put AP slugs in the Jocelyn. I mean, I might as well go all out. This is the final episode. Slap an ammo pouch on this bad boy, and we're ready to go tend the flock. And hey, because we're paying some tribute to Father Gregory, why not indulge in his favorite pastime? Endlessly regenerating health. I picked Stoic because while Grinder would be more akin to how the NPC health regen worked in Half-Life 2, I'm firing kinda slow weapons. You could also run X-Prez, I just kinda picked Stoic. If you're going to run X-Presidents, then my Half-Life recommended throwable is Frag Grenade. You already knew it was Frag Grenade. So here we are again, core skills time. I picked up Joker, Partners in Crime, and Hostage Taker, primarily because Stoic, but also because of all the escorting in the Half-Life games. I based Shotgun Impact, CQB, and Far Away. Ooh, I just had an awful chill run down my spine, and Overkill aced. Just enough to let us make the pistol more powerful. No armor skills if you're running Stoic. These two skills so you don't throw up in the comments about not having them. And then Gun Nut, One-Handed Talent, Bloodthirst, 9 lives, and Swan Song with basic trigger happy. Again, it makes the pistol that much more useful, and Swan Song lets us recreate Father Gregory's Blaze of Glory from the end of Ravenholm if the need arises. If you're running X-Presidents, Swan Song can be cashed in for a slew of armor skills, and you take the light ballistic vest instead of the suit. Or I guess you could take the suit, because you get more health regen that way. It's your call. Oh, I'm using the suit. I had a whole joke about the hazard suit, but it wasn't worth it. Two-piece suit. Aim for the head. Alright, now that I've exhausted every non-biblical quote on Father Gregory's page in the Half-Life wiki, this build is weird. I don't need to tell you it's weird. AP slugs and a double barrel is just weird enough, but it actually kind of works. It works pretty shockingly well. I mean, the repeater 1874 had been way better because, like, I could have grays and 15 rounds to a mag, but Father Gregory fights this way, and I kind of get why. It's a lot more zen. And you have to be careful about where you aim, but honestly, killing a sniper with a shotgun is the most liberating part. It makes it all worth it. And if you can't hit him, just switch out of the match, and it's as easy as point and click. This bizarre Half-Life 2 build is honestly a lot of fun, better than it sounds, but I wouldn't recommend serious play with it. I can get away with it because I show up to lobbies and people are too busy typing, "Are you the real E3K Hateno?" to notice I just shot through a wall and hit 5 guys in a row with one shot of a shotgun. But also, like, who would imitate a guy with 6,500 subscribers whose most popular video in 2019 was just a less informative, less funny version of a video the guy he more or less blatantly ripped off at first made. Anyway, self-depreciation aside, I'd call this a relatively successful build, all things considered. And there we go, Half-Life 2 and Doom, both classic and modern in the bag, and that'll do it for the final turning Payday 2 into more games video. It's been a ride. All of these videos thus far have been way over where I expected them to go. Thank you all so much for watching these things and giving my stuff a chance. I'll be uploading the rest of the Payday 2 starter guide and the map breakdown in April, and then all that's left is a review of the whole damn thing. I hope you're looking forward to the future for this channel. I hope you gave some of the non-Payday stuff a shot, but no matter what, thank you, and until next time, I'll see you around. But could you do a Rainbow Six build? Yeah, it's called You Just Get Shot and Die, because all that had happened when I played Rainbow Six, I got shot and died. It made me sad. Why'd you have me watch the dubstep intro? Fishy. This is now a call-out post for Fishy. You told me to watch the... Was it Fishy?